Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. I have got a really exciting video today. Well, it's exciting for me, probably not so much for you, but if you share the excitement for hauls that I do and finding a new brand, well not a new brand, but new to me, then you will also find this video exciting. I've got quite a large box of products here, so let's get straight into it. So if you saw that then on this brochure, the brand is Pro Impressions. Now when I say new to me, this brand in general is not new to me, but the products I've bought are, because I've only ever used wax and waxing strips and nail tips and glue from this, not even glue I don't think, just nail tips from this brand. And now as you can see from this brochure and all this information on here, they have a lot of products now, like literally anything you can think of, acrylic, dip powder, like anything for lashes and brows, all sorts, like manicure, pedicure, the lot. So I'm going to basically show you everything that I've ordered. I don't do all the beauty stuff now, of course, but I still have ordered some paper waxing strips because I do remember them being good, and as you may know or may not know, I do cut these up into smaller pieces like so to use as lint-free wipes, because it is a lot cheaper to do that than buy actual lint-free wipes. So I've got some more of those I've stocked up on. Obviously that's not really the exciting stuff I want to show you. So first I'll show you what I actually ordered, and then I will show you everything else because I've got a lot of other stuff as well. So this is what I ordered. There's a bunch of builder gels and a couple of gel colours as well. As you can see, I really wanted to try out the builder gel, so I've bought quite a few. I think I got 6 builders, a top coat and 3 colours. So I'm going to have a look at those. We're going to swatch them as well. I bought this as well, like one of those silicone picker-upper tools for crystals and gems and stuff, because I broke mine last time I used crystals on a client, which doesn't happen very often, but it probably will now I don't have a picker-upper. So I got one of these. It's double-ended. You can use both sides. I think this literally is about £2.50. It's got this stunning like shimmery sort of effect on the handle. I don't think it's meant to be shimmery. I think it's just like shiny material, so it looks nice. Anyway, so I got that. I got 3 colours of gel polish. So we got Cherry Pie, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous deep like plum colour. It's absolutely stunning. And then I got Espresso, which you could probably guess is a nice deep brown colour. Oh gosh, sorry, not even in focus. There we go. There we go. And then I also got this red, which is Winter Wine, and it's a beautiful, beautiful red shade. So I got those 3 because I thought they were very autumnal / Christmas. So perfect for this time of year. We got, like I said, a top coat and then 6 builders. I'm going to show you everything I got first and then swatch. So I'll just quickly show you them. So I got Madison, which is as you can see, a nude. I got Grace, which is another nude. I got Kimberly, but I got the sheer version, just for anyone who wants a sheer sort of style nail. And that's like more of a pinky nude. And then I've got a pink, which is Emily. A milky pink, it seems, which is Amelia, and then also Lottie, which is a different style of pink. So I've got quite an array of builder gels there. I don't have all the builder gels. There's plenty more to choose from. They have all the original colours and then all the original colours in a sheer colour as well, by the looks of it, like when I've looked on the website. So that's really cool. So I'm just going to put them to the side a minute because we are going to swatch them. I just want to show you everything else really quick. So with how much I've spent on the website, which might I add, everything is so well reasonably priced on this website, like honestly. And I do remember it being like that from the beginning, like when I used to buy the tips and stuff. I first found this brand when I went to a beauty show at the NEC in Birmingham years and years ago when I first started out, like probably 10 years ago. And yeah, they're brilliant. Like I said, I've got wax and stuff like that from there. It's always been really well priced. So I got a pack of these. So with the amount, that's what I was saying, with the amount that I spent on this order, I did get a free like goodie bag sort of thing that was worth £15. And I don't actually know whether this is all of it or whether they gave me a bit extra. Like I have no idea. But there is a bag here that's got multiple products in that is like sealed as one thing. And there's a few other things. And it does say up here, free gift on us. So whether it's like part of that £15 or they gave me extra, I don't know. But either way, thank you so much, Pro Impressions. And, you know, absolutely amazing value. So they gave me a set of their files. So we've got 80 by 80 grit, 180 grit, 180 grit, 150, and then a white buffing block. So they will of course come in handy. They've gave me a box of tips, which I have opened already just to make this a bit quicker to be able to show you them without having to fight to get tape off and stuff. These are the Advanced Clear Smile Wireless Nail Tips, and it is a 100 tip pack. I do actually, like, if anyone says pro impressions to me, like, this is how, like, I remember them. Like, the brand in my head is like a nail tip brand. Obviously that's incorrect now, and they do 100 million other things, but you know, this is how I remember them because their tips are so good. They're so thin, which I've always loved in a tip. Obviously I don't really do extensions anymore, but I will use these like for when people break a nail and stuff like that, and we need to just fix one or two. I've also checked that the widest ones fit my big toenails because I just happen to need tips to do that because I am constantly breaking my big toenails and there's always a corner missing. So it'd be so helpful to be able to just pop a tip on, blend it in, and pop a bit of just a thin coat of builder to keep it in place. So I will be doing that on my toes. I did think about filming that, but I don't know whether people want to see my toes on camera. But then if you didn't, you wouldn't watch it, would you? So I might do it anyway, just for those that would want to see that, because they are due an infill soon. An infill, yeah, well, yeah, it is an infill because I do have a bit of build gel on them because, like I said, I am very rough on my toenails somehow, constantly breaking them. Stub my toes 24/7. They've also sent me a cuticle oil. You can never have too many of these cuticle oil pens. And this is cola bottle scent. My nose is absolutely awful. I can't smell anything, but I don't want to open it just to smell it. So I'm just going to keep that shut. But that is cola bottle scent. We've then got some brush on nail glue, which is very helpful for the tips because I don't actually have any nail glue at the moment. I accidentally left my last one open a little bit and it leaked everywhere and stuck to everything, and it was a nightmare, so I had to throw it away. But I do prefer a brush on nail glue anyway, so this is perfect. So I'll definitely use that with those tips they've sent. And then next up in this bag, which I haven't actually opened yet, we've got a very fine pink glitter dust. I'm not going to open it because I'll get it everywhere, but this is what it looks like. It's a nice, simple, plain pink glitter. Very fine glitter. I do like fine glitters, especially because I do only really work with gels now. And then we've also got a green, which again, perfect for this time of year. Very autumnal / wintry, Christmassy, etc. Bit looser, it's a bit in the bag, but only a few specks. I'm just getting that out of the way. But here is what that looks like. And then let me just dust that off. And then we've got some silver foil, which, well, silver leaf, sorry, silver foil, whatever you want to call it, but this is what it is. Metallic silver. We've got some swatch sticks. We've got another buffing block, and we've got a gel colour in Spring Break. Wow, that is a beautiful, beautiful blue. Absolutely stunning. Right, so now we're going to do swatches. So I'm going to swatch, of course, all the builders and the gel colours. Just need to get some swatch sticks because I know they have sent me some, but I do like to have all my swatches on the same stick. So I will be using my own swatch sticks for those, but I'll just do some designs or something on these ones so they don't go to waste, because that would be nice for my clients to be able to look through anyway. So I might start doing some of these actually for videos. So let's get straight into it. Let me just get some tips and prep them and stuff, and then we can get on with swatching the colours and builders. So let's get into the swatches. I'm going to do the colours first, just because I've prepped 4 tips for those. I don't prep my tips for builder gel application, so I will apply my builder gel to the underneath of the tip, whereas I like to do my colours on top. So I'm just going to get my lamp ready. Just going to take the bottom off. So we've got 4 colours, like I said. So first of all, we're going in with Winter Wine. So I'm using the ones that I've buffed for these because I am going to paint the top of them, because I do like to top coat the gel colours, and I just prefer the way they look when they're painted on top than underneath. So I'm just going in with this one. I'm going to do 2 coats of all of them. If they look great in 2 coats, great. If they don't, then oh dear. It's very rare that I will have the patience to do like 3 coats of a gel polish. Like, it just annoys me when it needs that many coats. And to be fair, I always feel like a 3 coater is not going to be any good for nail art, and I like to be able to use my gels for nail art. So if it doesn't work in 2 coats, it tends to just sit there basically and not be used. But that looks really good in 1 coat, so I'm almost certain that that is going to be perfect in 2, so that is good. So that's the first one, which was Winter Wine. This one is Spring Break. So let's do the first coat of that. This one's really, really good coverage. I feel like you get away with 1 coat of this one. That's crazy. Beautiful colour. I am very partial to a blue, so I am a bit biased. I don't even know if I was in focus then. Very sorry, but I will make sure from now on that I am. And then next one, I will do the second coat of everything off camera just so it's not too boring. But this is Espresso. Gorgeous colour. Let's move up a little bit. I'm not really a brown nail kind of girl, I'm not going to lie. Love autumn, don't get me wrong, but brown is not really my thing. I prefer like the burnt oranges and stuff like that, but this is really nice. And I think it's going to be popular with my clients at this time of year. So that's that. I'm going to pop that into the lamp. Also, their gel colours are only £7.99, excluding VAT, just because that is the number I've got in my head that's in the catalogue, because they don't have VAT prices in the catalogue. But I'll just quickly show you the cost of things. So their tips depend on what you get, on like how much they cost and stuff, but they're pretty good prices. I'll just let you have a quick look. And then, so the gel colours are, they're not gel colours, that's acrylic dip. Right, gel polish are here. So they've got plenty to choose from. They've got them all in the catalogue that you get sent when you order with them. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 pages of colours. So here is the full collection and how much that would cost. You can get it with or without the lamp. And the gels individually, as you can see here, are £7.99, but then you need to add the VAT on. And then the cat size, they've got paints that are on the next page that are really well priced as well. And then they've got cat size colours that there's lots of, they're £9.99. And then liquid chromes. And then we've got the brush on builders, which are £9.99 excluding VAT. And again, there's loads. There's 2 pages of those, so definitely check those out. But it's really, I actually really like the fact that they do a catalogue, because you don't really see that much anymore. And I do like to just sit and have a look at products. But anyway, this is Cherry Pie. So let's do the first coat of that. I know I'm going to love this colour, because this is the first thing that went into my basket. Even though I'd gone on to buy builders, I saw this and I was like, yeah, I'm going to need that, because that is stunning. It's right up my street, and I've got a lot of clients who like the same sort of colours as me, so I know that it's going to be good for them as well, which is good. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure. I'm going to do the second coat of all these colours, and then top coat and show you what they look like, and then we'll do the builders. Okay, so I've just quickly done the second coat and the top coat of these colours, and also popped the names on the swatch sticks, but I'm not sure if you can really see the colour properly on camera, because they are stunning, but obviously cameras don't really pick up dark colours very well, which is very annoying. But we've got Cherry Pie, Espresso, Spring Break and Winter Wine. They are all beautiful colours, but Cherry Pie is absolutely stunning. Like, I'm sorry, absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's definitely my cup of tea. But yeah, so stunning colours. I've put their top coat on as well, and look how shiny it is, so that gets a tick from me as well. I will say though, Spring Break had a really weird consistency to it. It seemed almost like grainy as I was painting it on. It doesn't look it, which is strange, but just that's the way it seemed. I'm not sure if you can tell by looking at it in the bottle or anything, but it's got a very strange texture. But I will say, once it is top coated, you really can't tell. Like, it just looks completely normal. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but you know, it cures fine. It it is fine, so it doesn't matter, but I just thought I'd point that out. But just look how beautiful those colours are. You can see them a bit better from underneath actually somehow, but yeah, all stunning. So they're the gel colours that I got all swatched, and then we're going to go on to builders now. So builders, I got 6 of them. I'm just going to quickly pop some labels on the swatch sticks for those as well before I swatch them, because I don't want to get the colours mixed up and stuff. I also just wanted to say, while I was remembering, that these were in a brilliant deal. They were buy one get one half price. So of course they're only £10 each to start with, so you can literally get 2 build gels for £15, which is crazy. Absolutely amazing deal. I don't know how long it's on for, or whether it's like permanent. I have no idea, because obviously I've only just been on the website just this once and placed this one order, so it might even be gone by the time I'm filming this. I don't know, because I did order these, well, I only ordered them 2 days ago, but like I said, I don't know how long it's on for. But yeah, amazing deal, buy one get one free. And I think that is on the gel polishes as well, but you can't use it for multiple things. That is for both, but if you buy both at the same time, it'll only give it you on one or the other. So I luckily got it on the builder gels, so I still saved more than I would have if it was on the gel polishes instead. So still a really, really good deal, but I just thought I'd mention that in case it's still on and you wanted to check it out, because that is an amazing saving. I mean, they're cheap anyway at the tenner each, but you know, why not get an even better deal when you can? So definitely check it out, see if that is still on. Well, we'll see how they perform first, because if they're not very nice, then there's no point. I have every faith that they're going to be fine. I mean, I hope they are, because I've got 6 bottles of them now. But of course, I won't be using these on clients until I have tested them out myself. I will be asking some particular clients if they will try them and stuff. My next video after this is likely going to be a video of me using one of the builder gels. It definitely will be soon after this video. I just don't know whether it will be literally the one after, but we'll see. I need to take my builder gel off, because I do have my nail order builder gel on at the moment, as you can see, but it is due an infill anyway. They are mucky from where I've done designs and peeled them off and stuff, and it's not come off properly and things, so they do look gross. But I do need to remove all this and do them again, so I will do that and then pick one of these colours to have instead, so we can do an application video with them. So let's get straight into the so application wise for like nails, not swatches of course, they do recommend, their instructions are to use what's it called, dehydrator and primer, but you don't need base coat. You just apply one thin layer of the builder gel like you would a base coat, and then do your building layer again after that. So that is what they recommend. So let's get into it. We've got Sheer Kimberly is first, and like I said, I'm going to apply this to the underneath of the tip, just because I find it holds builder gel better than having it on the top. So we're just going to apply that nice and thin to start with, almost, well, just like a slip layer. And then I'm going to go back into the bottle and get a bit more on my brush. So I've got a bead that I can just place over the top of that and work my way down. I don't need it really thick, like I don't need to literally fill the well, but I do want it to be sort of like the same sort of thickness that a nail would be, so we get the right colour payoff. I don't want it to look more sheer or opaque than it would on a nail. So I've done that. I'm now going to just use, sorry if you can hear my son shouting in the background, I'm just going to use my nail art brush now to manoeuvre that around a little bit, just bring it up the side walls a smidge, so it's not all just in the centre. And then once I've done that, I am just going to flip it around the other way to stop it from running to just the centre, because obviously it is quite a deep well in these tips, but I'm just going to let that manoeuvre itself round. So I've just put that one in the lamp, so now we're going to move on to the next, and we've got Emily. That is the only sheer one that I got, so we'll see what the coverage is like of these others. So I'm just going in with Emily again, just one thin coat first. It's a lovely consistency, like it's not really thick, but it's not really watery. Obviously we won't know completely if the consistency's my cup of tea or not until I actually use it on nails. I'm so sorry about the background noise. He is currently waiting for his dad to warm up his dinner, because we had a lovely slow cooking meal last night that he was obsessed with, and he's still got some left to have today. And he's obviously, as you can hear, very, very excited about it because he's currently just, well, as you can hear, very moody, waiting for it to be given to him. Anyway, so this is Emily, absolutely stunning colour. I'm just going to give you mine as a comparison. I'm wearing Rapture from Nail Order, so that is the difference between that. It's much pinker. It's beautiful, actually. That's a lovely colour. Really like that one. So next I'm going in with Lottie, which is another pink, but as you can see, much darker. Oh, I don't know why, but that is not the sort of shade I was expecting. That is really nice. I thought it was going to be much darker than that, which had quite, not concerned me, but I did think, I don't think I'm going to get that much use out of that one. But this is actually a beautiful colour. It is darker than the last one, of course, as you can see, but it's still very, very nice. My clients love a pink build gel. I don't actually currently have that many, so it would be really good if I get on with these to be able to add these to my collection of builders. So I just finished it off camera quick because Hudson is being very noisy and I know that it's probably not a very enjoyable background noise. So this is Lottie. I will of course put them all next to each other when they're all done so you can see them all compared and stuff, but I'm just doing them one at a time, throwing them in the lamp, and then I'll get them all out when they're all done. So next up we've got another pink, which is Amelia, and this looks like a very light milky pink sort of shade, as you can see. Very popular nowadays. Oh wow, that's lovely and creamy. That is a beautiful colour. I think this might have to be the one that I go for, you know, I like this. I've never really had a colour like this before. I think it's something different for me as well, which is good. Just pop any air bubbles, which to be fair, I have very much noticed that there really isn't very many. I've only had like one, if any, which is good. And this is what they look like. That is a beautiful colour, much pinker than the one I've got on. In fact, it's quite funny because Rapture is one of the pinkest colours I've got, and next to this doesn't even look pink. That just shows that, yeah, this is very pink. I love that actually. That is gorgeous. Right, I'm gonna pop that in the lamp. And then we've got two left. So we've got Madison and Grace, and these seem to be more of nude colours. Of course, like swatches online are never going to really look exactly the same as the products themselves. So it is good to see them in person, but this is as good as it's going to get. This is beautiful. I know this one will be popular because it looks quite similar from like my brain. I think it looks quite similar to one of the Nail Order Angel Builder gels, and that one is popular for me. So if it does actually look similar, I'm just not imagining it does, that'll be good. Just spreading it around a little bit. That's beautiful. It looks a lot yellow, a lot more like a sandy colour on camera than it does in person, but it's still nice. It's beautiful. Very lovely. Put that next to mine. Much nuder, as you can see. We'll put that into the lamp. And then last but not least, we've got Madison, which I'm imagining is quite similar to Grace, but a bit darker, I think. More neutral by the looks of it as well. There's a hair on there. It's alright, it's on the underneath, not inside. I don't want to contaminate my builder. Oh, I love this. This is like a really natural colour. I like to have lots of builder gel colours because a lot of my clients have the builder gel as their base colour for designs, and it's nice to have multiple choices of base colour because obviously not all colours go with every colour and skin tone and stuff, so it's nice to have choices so you've got something for everyone and every colour scheme of design as well. So this one is definitely different. They are all very different to each other actually, which I'm really happy about because I was a bit worried about ordering some that were similar to each other. Because that is a waste of money. I wanted some that were all different to be be honest, I really would like the entire collection, and if I end up liking them, I probably will invest, because it's not even that much of an investment with how good priced they are. But yeah, obviously I need to use them first and actually see if I get on with them or not, because if not, then they'll just be for me, and these 6 bottles will last me forever doing just my own nails with them. So that is the final one, and that is Madison. So I'm just gonna let that one cure now, and then I will get them all out and show you what they all look like in comparison to each other and stuff. Okay, so here are all of the builders. They are absolutely beautiful. I've unfortunately encapsulated a little black dot in there, which is very annoying. But we've got, from left to right, Lottie, Emily, Amelia, Shea, Kimberly, Grace and Madison. They are all, well, as you can see, beautiful. Like, look at them. They are stunning. So we've got a dark pink, medium pink, really light pink, and then we've got 3 different sort of shades of nude as well. So we've got like more of like a peachy nude, which is Grace, a neutral nude with Madison, and then like a pinky nude with Shea Kimberly. So yeah, I think I've chose really well here, you know. I'm actually really happy with these. So here's what they look like against my skin. I've still got glitter on my hands from that green glitter. And here's what they look like against my skin tone. Just, I don't know whether that's helpful or not, but yeah, I honestly really love them all. I think they're beautiful. I really like Shea Kimberly. That is a stunning colour. Madison, well, I like all of them, you know. I think Emily is really nice as well. Lottie's beautiful. Like, you get what I'm saying. They're all stunning. Obviously I can't comment on whether they last well or this, that and the other, because I haven't used them in that way yet, but I will. Like I said, I'm going to be taking off my nails and using one of these builder gels instead, and then you'll see how we get on, because obviously I always film doing my own nails anyway, so you'll know how I get on with them. So yeah, that is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I found it exciting doing it. You also get some offers sent, like leaflets and stuff, when you order from them. I'm not going to show you them because I don't know whether they're like the one-use things, and I don't really want to give it to somebody else. Does that make sense? Like, I've got a 25% off code. If I buy wax, there's a 50% off code, and there is a 20% off code on the front of the catalogue as well. So I'm definitely going to make use of those codes, whether it's for builder gels or for colours or whatever. Like, there's definitely things I will still buy from this brand, and it also just happens to be semi-local to me as well. So if anyone who's almost like local to me, etc., this brand is based in Leicester, which is about probably 20 minutes from me. It's really not that far, so very, very helpful. Yeah, so here is the information for this brand and where you can find them. There's a phone number you can order over the phone as well, which is very helpful, or online. There's an email address, there is a website, and that's a QR code, and then there's also Instagram, TikTok and Facebook that you can look at as well on social media. So lots and lots of places to find this brand. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you already use Pro Impressions gels, then do let me know what you think of them, because like I said, I've only used their beauty products before and I've never had a problem with any of them. Always been very impressed with their wax and wax strips and tips and all that sort of stuff, so I don't doubt for a second that I'll like these products, but obviously we'll see how we get on. This video is not in any way affiliated with Pro Impressions, by the way. I did place an order myself, like I've ordered stuff. It's not just been sent to me, so not that that would change my opinions anyway, but it gives you even more of an insight that it is my own words, like my own opinions and stuff. And yeah, actually, on one of the leaflets from them, they did say, please find and close some free samples. We would like you to test them and give us your feedback, positive or negative. So that is a really good, like, green flag from them. Not that I've ever been in contact with any brands that have asked me to say positive things. Never have, never would, because if they asked me that, I'd just say, I don't want to work with you, thanks very much. But yeah, I've been lucky in that way. So even if, you know, I was reviewing, which I'm not at the moment, it would still be honest and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Bye.